Coolala, Wolfie, and Midlake. You're probably using the wrong mic. Hey Phil, testing now. That's really too bad if this is true because this is the exact same piece of equipment I've been using for the last 3 weeks. Okay, so what probably happened is like it defaulted to my computer for some reason. Oh gosh. Okay, so this first pack got Chief and Field Warden. Thanks everyone for helping me out on the quality here. And then there's also this option where I try to go for Master Renovator Plow Driver. Uh, and then Field Warden works well with Gardener, and Chief works well with Carpenter. So Entrepreneur, Baker's Daughter, Barbecue Chef, all a little tamer. So I should go for one of these three combos. Um, I would say the left card in each combo is the strong one, and the rightmost is a good support, and it goes strongest, slightly less strong, slightly less strong. Plow Driver you rate higher than Chief or Field Warden. I'm gonna have to grade that a hot take. Chief and Direct. Um, I think I gotta take Chief. Master Renovator is just not super strong. Field Warden I feel like is less good in G4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that's what we wanted to see. And then this is a junk pack. Wood Distributor might get played. Hate to see that. I think that happened because of inflation after you introduced extensions. Oh, it is 2020, but sometimes it feels like it's uh, early 20th century in a red state. Whoa. I've not seen this one before. At the end of a work phase in which a family member's action spent at least 3 wood, you may move that person to a free day labs. Well, I haven't seen any day lab stuff, so I think that one's out. But that's an interesting thing I haven't seen before. Resource Collector's pretty good. Wholesale Agent's okay. I think I'm going to take Resource Collector and be ready for Dairy Crier to hit. Soil Nutritionist is going to be great for Field Warden or Plow Driver. Both of them, really. Maybe more Plow Driver than Field Warden. Yeah, channel credits rewards all. 5,000 channel credits, I will draft and play a specific card of your choice. Just redeem it in time for me to see. So you probably have to redeem it very early on when you see a pack, but you can make me play Kosher Butcher if you want. Um, don't do that, please. Please. Um, Soil Nutritionist is such a good both block pick, and it probably helps me as Chief, but I'm actually looking for a plow, aren't I? Okay. I'll take Resource Collector. There's a Day Laborer card. Cactus Lover can be ridiculous. Resource Collector is just really good. The farms in the right order, yeah. I had some struggles yesterday keeping farms in the right order. Honestly, I might take Weedler. Even though Cactus Lover is definitely the better card. Wealthy Man would be fun, except I already have 2 early ox in House Steward and Resource Collector. 2.3? I don't think that's correct. It's probably around 3 in true value in my estimation. So I'll pass on Weedler, be slightly sad about it, and still need a food engine. So if Carpenter gets picked from like the fourth seat, which I guess is the biggest problem of trying to get Chief. Oh, and I'm gonna say Midlake's pretty likely to take Carpenter because he saw House Steward. Yeah. Your grand extension. Is that the right description? I just copied whatever William had. So far, this is a pretty mainline Chief game, big house game. You think the power of 2.3 on Resource Collector is correct? I mean, number-wise, I'm sure it's fine. All right, so Carpenter came back, which is a great thing to see with Wood Distributor hanging out. It means everyone gets their combo. A perfect 6. Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Oh, Fergosa, thank you very much. I definitely appreciate it. And Chief Carpenter here, House Steward Resource Collector, makes a lot of sense. So now we're worried about the Field Warden with Gardener and the Plow Driver with Master Renovator. So at least we know 2 people's plan. I mean, it could be a lot worse. No problem. Awesome. You didn't have anything you had already subscribed to? Well, I'm honored. Artisan could be okay. Clay Firer could be okay. Clay Digger is a no. Basin Maker is a no. Someone has a plan? It's me. And the 2 people downstream. We all have plans. You don't have a plan, Phil. What are you going to do? I'll take Clay Firer here just because there was the Soil Nutritionist, so that puts a bit of clay into the game, and there could be a tiny bit more clay than usual. And then here, Understudy, it won't work to like grow again, so I think it's not going to be very useful for me. So I'll just take Wood Laborer. Okay, so I need food support here. And I have a line where I can get a bunch of stables and then play a bunch of improvements for free. So I should watch out for ways to use that. Oh, that's an interesting interaction. If I play Cactus Lover with 4 stables, can I play Storage Shed first? And then get 3 more miners? Possibly. Bakery would be fun except for having the grain fields. Leftovers is pretty strong. Ox Team is pretty strong. Yeah, my feeling is that I would get the 4 total improvements even if Storage Shed is one of them. I might not end up with any pastures, honestly. It might be a no pastures game. Just because I want to be putting 9 wood into rooms with Carpenter. Gosh, I really need a feeding plan. Right, that's fair. Ox Team is so good for this. Family members' action spend at least 3 wood. I mean, Ox Team qualifies for that, so I think it gives it a tiny edge over even Storage Shed. The problem with like Cactus Lover into Storage Shed is that I would have to have all these stables built before playing miners, and that just doesn't feel like good timing. Oh, welcome Zapabad. Thanks for the comment. Uh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and welcome to the live stream. I do have news for everyone. I am going to be moving my Monday Wednesday streams up 2 hours, from noon Pacific to 10 a.m. Pacific. But Tuesday, Thursday, Friday are still going to stay at noon Pacific. So maybe that helps people. Maybe you guys don't care, but just thought I'd put that out there. Okay, so reed sale here is interesting just because with Big House you end up potentially missing food. Heat Wave, I don't know if I'll be able to get a clay house in time to play it efficiently. Stone Cart, I should probably just take. This is not a strong pack. Reed Sale has the potential to be passed around to me. Stone is good. I haven't seen that much stone support in this draft, or at least I don't remember any of it. So I'm gonna say that's a good idea. Cowbell sounds fun, but I'd rather just build a bunch of stables. Farm name sign, I'm not really confident in having no unused spaces. Timetable actually could deactivate Wood Laborer, so I'm not sure I want to do that. Wood-fired oven could activate it, but it's just not a strong effect. Cart Pond is just strong. That'd be a fun one to play on Cactus Lover, just because I'd be sure I'd have the improvements. Like, I could take Wood-fired oven or Simple Oven on the rebound. Milking Bucket seems okay, except it costs a stone. Cart Pond seems like an obvious pick here. Slapdash. Clay Deposit. Muddy Bog. How is that a fourth pick? Coolala had some God Miners, I think. Okay, so Wetlands. When you take clay or stone space, you get a reed. Okay. Clayfire is looking pretty good, I have to say. Muddy Bog is just so strong. Educated Sheep. That's not a bad one either. I think I'll just take the Bog. Like, a 1.3 clay is just really good. High wood cost miners, yep. Clay Deposit's interesting. I hope someone plays it, but, like, it's just better for me to... I think it's better for me to just take Muddy Bog. Yeah, and Greenhouse probably isn't worth it. I don't know what the heck was in that pack, yeah. Okay, so Storage Shed. Is there a website where you can type in the card name and get the stats? You don't know any of the cards by name or by stats. Oh, I mean, there's some, there's like Agricola database files. Um, Let me pull that up right now and then make Nightbot know the link. Because you can find, my friend Eric Ho has a database that he pushed onto Board Game Geek. Yeah, okay. Here's a Google Sheets. And I'll have Nightbot know that later. Here, maybe I do play Storage Shed. Like, wow, I have a lot of Ox I want to pump out. Maybe trip to the lake? No, that costs a reed. Kitchen table doesn't help enough. Pole barns, not a terrible idea, but I don't know if I'll have that much wood. Investments could... I have to take storage shed. Like, there's not much potential in the other ones. Phil trying to cheat. What's new? 4 planted fields, not going to happen. Butter churn, not going to happen. Cowbell, not going to happen. Cowbell might happen. Trade a wood clay into a reed stone. That just sounds awkward. Oh, this extension, yeah, like, Marushka did such a great job. For those new to the Twitch chat, you literally can click on your screen to a card on my farm, and it'll pop it out. It'll show the current power level, its average draft pick. It's crazy. Phil, just, use your mouse over my screen, and, click on Money Bog, and then you'll be able to read it. Or maybe your internet's too slow, I don't know. I guess I'll take Cowbell in case I don't get the stables up. It also means less competition for those cows. Alright, so I have my choice of minor oven or wild breeding. Probably not the wood-fired. There's a lot more clay in this game. I'll just take simple oven. It might save me. Oh, good. It worked. Alright, and going forth! Here we go. I still have not solved feeding. That's correct. I need a hearth. Wood-fired oven for wood labor? I'd rather not. Insta wood distributor. It's gonna be one of those games. Just eat trash. Great suggestion. If I don't day labor every round, I will lose. Reedstone for Wolfie. Three wood's obviously a fine action with distributor already played. Yeah, Sid, you get to make fun of them. Oh, whoa. That would be a play. Honestly, that's pretty scary. That says something like Acquirer to me if you need the 2 clay. Because in the third seat, you're not guaranteed it. Okay, so 3 wood or ock, and I need to get out, like, all my ox. I don't need wood laborer yet, so I'll just play resource collector here. What's the order? Probably reed wood. And then I don't really need the stone. Two reed, 1 wood could be good next round. Definitely going for that kind of thing with Carpenter. Wolfie takes a grain instead of 2 wood in the distributor game. Pretty sick start for Coolala. How do you know? Oh, just saying wood distributor and 3 wood. It is pretty nice. Midlake clearly needs. Oh, Sid, thank you for the gifted sub to Phil. You were planning for Wealthy Man. Well, rip Wealthy Man. And I get the 2 wood. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I gotta take that. I could have started. Nah, I didn't have anything to start with. Yeah, Fergoso is a champ. Phil, thank you for being a Clay supporter. Or Sid, thank you for making Phil a Clay supporter of the channel. all about the emotes. That's correct. So we get 2 reed, 1 wood, unsurprisingly, and then reedstone for Wolfie. That green is a bit weird. Uh, Grovekeeper for Midlake. This explains the first fireplace. I think his fireplace is a smart move. Gosh, that's strong. I guess I play another Ock and hope to fish on the rebound. Oh, I could stone card on the rebound. Carpenter for easier wood laborer. Yeah, Grovekeepers, I think that won't be long for G7. I played Carpenter and Resource Collector for those of you watching on the VOD later. Coolala took 2 wood. Wolfie is going to take 2 clay, 1 wood off the clay spot. Apparently, you guys know how to play Rentkeeper, and I don't. Childless was also extremely strong when it came out, if I'm not mistaken. Like, Childless's first power rating was like 7.3, which is wrong, but... let's see. I could play Muddy Bog already. This earliness of Stonecart has to be good, though. I don't see how this is bad. Oh, the 2 food got taken also. I think I'm Reedstone no matter what. No distribution. Rentkeeper theory. It forces you to play well. Sure. And you think taking 1 reed with it is very good. Fair. Yeah, I think most people are under that consensus. That's a 4 clay for Coolala. Wolfie. Oh, Wolfie's going crazy. Oh, Coolala says no. Does he want to change? So business tutor for Wolfie. My bad. The no is for the distributor. He's not saying no to the move. One of the first VODs you watched was my round 3 childless game. Those are fun. And like, yeah, you guys can build and grow. I don't need it. Okay, so here I think I just need to take 3 food. Oh, and Midlake didn't announce or misclicked or something, but paleontologist. Yikes. That's good. So I think I pass on the big wood piles, unfortunately, because I need this. Yeah, this is still a good round for me. Master Sower could be broken, yeah. Are all the non-Z-Man decks? Kind of. Like, ABCD is Uwe's stuff, but all the cards in green, the France, the WM decks, those are made by the players and arguably the best decks. So, Ice Cooler for Wolfie on start player. Definitely all in on early Reno. He's up to 8 food already, because partially getting 3 from Ice Cooler. Midlake takes 3 wood. Fair enough. So we got a 4, a 4, and maybe some distribution games here. No distribution games. So this is something Coolala is doing very well. A lot of people, when they play Wood Distributor, they're just like distribute, 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 without really considering what happens as a side effect. But Coolala is doing a very good job making sure he has like the right number of good actions for him. Midlake instantly grabbing the sheep, fair enough, because his paleontologist can help those breed. I get these, which is fun. And this has to be 4 wood. And then I'll play Wood Laborer on my next action because I'm threatening to build. So one of these two have to, basically. Well, Zappa, like, there's no problem in, like, joining the site. Like, people recognize new players on the site as long as you, like, are willing to play a couple solo games, get used to the interface. People will welcome you. Like, you can like start getting your moves a bit faster, and then people like just ask if they're willing to play with a slower player. And after like 10 games, you'll be a lot faster. I mean, I'm sure you've seen this Zappa if you've been on the YouTube channel, but for everyone else. So what has happened here? No cards played. 4 wood for me and Wolfie. Reedstone for Wolfie, and Coolala built a room. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, see, Enwall and Sid happy to play with newer players. Drafting is really intimidating with new cards, and there's no real way around it. I mean, you could like ask them to play not all of these things at once. Wordsmith for Midlake. So this one you pile a bunch of random things together and pay 3 food to take the top one. Basically, the goal is the wooden room at the end. Um, Because like if you start by playing EIKWF a couple times, and then after WM in France you play a couple G4, G5. Okay, so I can't play Wood Laborer because Midlake somewhat predictably played an Ock. So this is 2 read or start. If I start, I'll have either 3 read, 2 wood, or 6 wood, or I don't know what Coolala is going to do. I guess that kind of matters. 12 food? What are you talking about? I could also just play Muddy Bog. Yeah, I think the Storage Shed and or Cactus Lover are a bit dead to me, but that's okay. Look at all this random crap I'm getting. That's 3 rounds in a row where I'm getting 1 clay, 1 stone. Oh, for the Wood Hut on Wordsmith, yeah. But like if you have a boar, that's 3 of the food right there, so it's kind of like 9. And you get in a wood and a reed. Coolala takes a grain. And its growth. What happened? Distribute. Oops. I mean, this action space has Carpenter written all over it. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Uh, anyway, I have to take this. And then, yeah. I mean, that's kind of why I took start. Coolala instantly fishes. Oh, Phil. Uh, I mean, It's gonna be hard for me to filter. We'll see if Nightbot catches bad words or not. Wolfie does build a room. I think I'm gonna play wood laborer here, or reedstone food, or build the well. Well, I have some good options. Yeah, well, Phil doesn't use innuendos when he talks about the breeding phase, so this feels pretty weak. Oxmon's refusing to change Chromie. When he uses power stats on non G8 games, that would be nice. I think I just have to play this because my tempo is pretty bad. Is there Discord? No, just scour the site. There's plenty of people online these days in quarantine. So now I have the option to build two rooms separately. Gosh, I need food. Maybe I build one room in BMW. And that'll solve my feeding for now. And then I get a hearth later if... No, Midlake's going to take the second hearth. Ugh. Wolfie takes the nice clay spot there for his... Oh, he's going to master renovator plow driver. Right. Coolala has field warden gardener. And then Midlake ended up with Grovekeeper paleontologist, so... Everyone's got good stuff. Hello, Kimball. Midlake starts with a Matic. And Coolala played timetable. So Reedstone Food Clay is likely, but not necessary. You just vanquished the world champion with a farm school grad game. Nice. Midlake gets the next wordsmith item and then takes the two sheep. Distribute. No distribute. It was an easy Kim win and won by a point. I wonder who said that. Could have been anyone. There is a lot of good stuff on this board. The 4 wood, the 6 clay, the Reedstone Food Clay. So I think I build 2 rooms here, or 1 room. 1 room might just be the better play. It lets me build basket makers. Which I need. This is just a little unfortunate. I think I build a room in a stable and place storage shed. No, I'll just play cart pond, screw storage shed. Yeah, I wish I could do more, but my feeding sucks, and we knew that from the draft that I had no feeding plan. I needed a hearth, and then Midlake did 2 clay third action of round 1, which makes a lot of sense. Like, if you're running Grovekeeper Wordsmith, you just need that fireplace. Like, I think that's the right move. Once in a while, you should just snag 2 clay if you're not first or second. Uh, but it did, with Coolala getting the hearth. I should have been more careful about that, I think. Prioritize the hearth a bit higher. Wolfie playing Greenhouse on Family Growth. Wolfie's got good stuff going on. He's already got his resources to renovate. His food looks okay. He's going to get 2 points off Ice Cooler. He's getting 2 improvements and 2 ox from Business Tutor after. Yeah, this all looks pretty good. Master of None for Midlake. This is just kind of like a mailman, but for yourself only. Cactus, yeah, Cactus is dead. I got other things to do. Like not starve. William will be. I'm sad. Okay, but like getting Stonecart and Muddy Bog out in stage 1 couldn't have been bad. Master of None, low power but looks so good. 2 food, a grain, a stone, and a pig. That's a decent payout, but like it's over time. It gives you inflexibility. Those other things too. Yeah, Stonecart and stuff. Major minor here. Get the BMW, and I'm gonna get a guest. What is this again? Yeah, okay. Coolala playing read sale using the timetable read. That's nifty. Generally, if a card has 4+ lines, shrug and pass. I mean, I don't think it's a bad card. Phil doesn't know how to read. It is hard to be concise with that effect. It's just like the Guildmaster, um, and Mailman. Like those are fine ideas. It just takes a long time to get the idea out. Kimball. All right, so Wood Labor is not getting blocked here. Coolala is playing an Ock. Animal Breeder. This is a good one. That really explains the hearth. Okay. So this round, I assume Kulala's not distributing and just going to take the 6 wood. That's a pretty good action. I mean, 2 wood, 2 reed is also a pretty good action, so who knows? Coolala instead grabbing the sheep after distributing. Okay. I mean, my justification for having Master of None not be amazing would be like kind of the blockability. It makes you inflexible. Like you know better what actions are going to be taken. I somehow managed to block Ox Team from 2 people. That's correct. Uh, what's the convention on doing actions that use the main board to keep track of? Like passing cards we put to our farm so we can announce it, and then we put it on the next player's name generally. For stuff like timetable, you just mark it with a fence and put it on the board. The reason you don't use your own farm is because the autopay function goes from the bottom up, and the resources you have are automatically on top. Okay, so I don't have to build a room here. Midlake did not buy. For food, reedstone. Before growing with carp pond. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, if autopay grabbed from the top down, we would have different etiquette. Yeah, it's kind of funny how much that changes things. Coolala, I assume fences here. Sid, thank you for the gifted sub to Kimball. Your generosity is not lost on me. I appreciate it very much. And Zapabad, wow, Sid, you're the best. Wolfie playing Master Renovator. Well, I mean, I appreciate it. Wolfie getting his plow driver game going, plow driver business tutor. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen well. And we now have some clay supporters in the channel. So welcome. You get to use the hello. Sid, you're the best. Midlake builds a room, forcing me to grow, which I was going to do anyway. Oh, and I get this clay. Too bad you don't have noble or something. That's right. Thank you so much. Oh! Uh-oh. That's a misspell. Play cart bond on family growth here. Well, congratulations to Maruka F for getting a sub to my channel here. Hopefully they show up. Sid, thank you for the gifted sub to N-Wall. I'm very flattered by all of this. Let's see, anything important happen? I can't believe you told him you know when you do. JP doing the accidental typo. Wolfie getting the hearth. Oh. Upgrading the fireplace to the hearth with business tutor master renovator. It's fine you spent more on lunch. Well, it sounds like a good lunch. What is... Yeah, so Wolfie has this option to... Oh, he's just going to go to stone now? Oh, and he's taking both the cookeries from the board. Buttermilk chicken sandwich and potato puffs? That does sound good. Oh, but I'm losing the cookeries. I have no cookery. I guess Phil. I'm eating trash. I'm on Team Phil today. And I'm day laboring after I spend wood. So this is going to be a 7-round plow driver. Yes, it's me. Well, I guess Wolfie's doing the take all the cookeries because kind of he can. Are you going to starve to death? No, I'll bottom feed. I'll eat trash. That's Phil's term for, like, the guilds. Pain style, yeah. Oh, thanks. HH or FF? I don't have educated sheep, sadly. Let's see, so I'm feeding 5. Eat, read. Yeah, so unfortunately I have to eat aggressively now, but we'll take this spot. We'll take Reedstone. 3 stone for Wolfie. I guess I need to build the well. When you play against Pain, you prioritize Kindling and Businessman, I assume. Sid, thank you for the gifted sub to Rilo Kren. Midlake can also take the well here. There was a fence card. He just took a fencing action. So let's see. I need to eat trash, but I also should take the well because points. So I think I'm going to stay on 3 people for now. I might play House Steward this round for 3, and eventually I'll try to get more wood. It could be a rough game, yeah, but I have a tiny food buffer right now, so I'm just going to take the points I can. Stay on. I might just grow as my last actions of the game. Like, I already have a decent game, I think. It's not, like, amazing, but I have stuff going on. As long as I take enough wood, I should have. Yeah, because I got 2 from Dairy Crier, I took 4 traveling, and then I ate the reed. So, yeah, it's not, like, completely dire. It's not great, but it's not dire. Coolala going Reedstone. Yeah, I already have BMW. It's like it's a reason to take the 1 reed 1 wood, honestly. Wolfie playing Margrave, and Midlake playing Rookies, which is resource cookies. So that means Midlake's going to be angling for a guild. That's Margrave. That looks like the pottery's incoming. Okay. And I can't play House Steward unless I do it expensive. Oh, there is a fireplace here. There's a fireplace here. Oh, I'm fine, everyone. I'm fine. So I need to get that fireplace. So I guess I take the 4 clay. Clay seems to be. Play it like 4 times, only won once. I mean, I've only hit it 3 times because I've only spent 6 wood total, and 1 was separate. You think wood labor is strong? It can be comboable. I mean, that does give me a reason to like take this spot and then fence 4. Oh, Marushka. I'm sorry, buddy. About the typo. Uh, 4 clay. Probably should just take 4 clay. Then I'll take reed wood if I can. That's correct, Zappa. I mean, you could do it with like stone carver occupation or something like that. Sid, thank you so much for all the gifted subs today. This is great. Welcome all of you to the subscription times, the emotes. I guess only 1 emote, but you're all Clay supporters now. I mean, it's obviously really fun to have you all here and hang out a few times a week. Lumenland. I mean, yeah, there should be a really good name for it, but I can't be bothered to think of one right now. I mean, Sid's earlier comment is hilarious, right? Like, first pick Ox Team when Animal Breeder and Grovekeeper are hanging around. So, Grovekeeper, I posted this on the forums, but like this kind of card where you can get late game goods early is just silly. There's so many chances for like crazy combos. Oof. This is a really nice card for Coolala. Coolala's got a feeding plan. He gets to use the read from guest room. Or I guess he already, or from timetable. I guess he already used that. But guest room goes great with timetable and a food engine. This is a really nice play. Yeah, this Ethernet cable has been downright necessary, I have to say. I think I take the wood read here with nothing else to do. I could play expensive house steward for 3 wood. That means I probably don't get this action. Coolala has to want this action. Uh, he doesn't have. He's taken wood really well. I wouldn't say it's a crazy amount, but he just keeps grabbing it. Like only 2s from distributor. I mean, he's been taking the spaces with the distributed wood, I assume. Leave that up here. So I would like to read Stone and build, but Midlake has a really nice thing going where he plays, gets the room off of Wordsmith and builds a room, so he grows the next 2 rounds. Hopefully, Midlake just stays at 4 rooms and doesn't try a 5th. I can't really be sure. Coolala's going to open with fishing, it looks like, for 2 wood, 2 food. Seems fine. So perfect round for me, I think, is Reedstone, Room, and Reno Fireplace. Wolfie, plan start rum. I'm gonna build one more wood room. It hits the day laborer guy. This is nice. Oh, and he's gonna sow these and play bakery. Figured it out. Midlake grabbing the sheep. So I feel like I've stayed calm. I'm still doing decently efficient actions. Uh, and my food is okay. Like, my food is somehow better than Wolfie's for now, and then Midlake's also struggling a little. Coolala fencing here. Yeah, you just want to get those cows out fast. Wolfie's game plan is awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of synergy. He's been screwed round order badly. Okay, that's fair. That definitely can happen. Also, I think this specific line, if he's going for bakery, is probably a bit too tight. Like, improvement's really been prioritized, and I'm not sure that Wolfie has responded perfectly to that. He seems to have a lot of good stuff. He's probably in the winning seat right now, even with something like Animal Breeder. Coolala fences and buys sheep. I assume that's the best he can buy and still breed. Wolfie sows. I think I am going to get the renovate though, so I don't need to worry about taking or blocking bakery. I think I'm not in a leading position to where I can do that kind of move. That's very nice of you, Rilo. Midlake plays barbecue chef, and I definitely noticed that it was a copy pasta. Uh, okay, yeah, this looks good with Grove Keeper. Buys a cow and then converts cow sheep to 6. No, not us 8. Each sheep is 3 and cows are 4. And yeah. Um, room. Marushka, I'm frequently reminded that you didn't even want to give me a hug when we were hanging out a couple years ago. I don't know where this comes from. Coolala plowing a field. Yeah, that's got to happen. Wolfie Bakery. Yeah, on major minor, as predicted. It was pretty clear, but and Midlake playing Slapdash on grow. So I will reno fireplace. Oh, Marushka's got a pup. I didn't know that. Oh, I don't have read. Cool story, Lumen. Uh, 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 this would read again. Just take a veg. That's a funny typo, Lolman. Should I take 2 wood? I guess I take 2 wood. Lululemon. That would be a fun crossover. That's what you get when you miscalculate your read and you laugh at it. Yeah, I get it. So I can think about fencing multiple times. Cattle did come out, so I think I want to take wood and fence here. Oh, Midlake probably bought the room. Are you sure you can type it out? BMW has not been great, but I think I've eaten 2 read. Well, its timing has been good. I will say that I think the timing of it has been fine. I could think about buying pottery here. Midlake taking the clay instead of buying this room. He can eat those animals for a bunch of food. Didn't take the room though, so I can grow at any time this round. That's nice. So this is wood fences grow. And the question will be, should I fence 4? I probably should just fence 4, so taking the wood next round is easy enough. Yeah, Sid, for those who have not heard, Sid thinks that BMW is the best 4-player major. I'm not convinced that's wrong. I think it's very possibly correct. Coolala takes the clay wood. Coolala's been doing a really good job taking the best distributor spot. No, wait. Midlake took the clay wood. Coolala took reedstone. Ignore my previous comment. And Wolfie sows a veg from greenhouse. That game's looking really nice. Gotta wonder if there's any particular reason to sow that veg. Midlake takes the other clay spot. You're a former member of that club. Fascinating. Well, always. I assume Coolala has a guest every round, so no need for him to track it on the flowers. Oh, Plagwell and Cheslove. Okay. Wolfie plays Wealthy Woman. Oh, cool. That's a neat little three-pointer. Excuses to spam Reedstone are pretty strong, I have to say. Like, a lot of strong cards are excuses to spam Reedstone. Except for Stonehouse Builder. That thing's hard to use. So what are the chances I actually get the 2 cows? I think higher than usual, just because there's 2 sources of cows there. And a third from Dairy Crier. What do I grow with? I had a frickin' cowbell that I forgot about. Well, I didn't plan this out great, let me tell you. Though I could use cowbell to hold sheep also next round, so I think this is fine. So I need to take the 2 cows. I need to take a reed space. I need to put a guest on my farm for laborer once Coolala takes a move. There's some mid-game ox that need to get out here. Coolala playing Soil Nutritionist, yeah, for the Field Warden that's incoming. And he has a grain. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Phil's favorite is joinery because he eats trash. Midlake finally getting that plow grain. Are the fences actually a part of Master of None? No, he's just marking it. So he could still build all fences. Oh. Yeah, Stone Sculptor is a fill card for sure. Jeweler is probably even more of a fill card. Throw away more resources for questionable returns. Coolala took a veg. I guess he has to eventually. Yeah, exactly. That's the perfect fill card. Coolala distributes here, so there's a 2 reed 2 wood spot. But I have to take the cows first. Wolfie takes the 4 wood. Oh, okay. Would it double count for rookies? I think it would depend on the wording of Jeweler. Because Jeweler doesn't like separate uh, which stone. Oh yeah, cabin or Turner. Oh god, Turner, the one wood to one food. Your playgroup is wild. Have you met Phil? Marushka, I don't think you've met Phil. Uh, let's see what Midlake does here. Obviously, I would love the 2 cows, but they might not be long for this world. Oh, Midlake does go for this spot. So my perfect round is gone, but we had no reason to expect it. This is gone. That's on my farm. That's on my farm. Turner with Woodbuyer clowning. Yeah, that's the only time I see it. And it's definitely clown. You're not doing much. You're just creating food and throwing away wood from the game, not from yourself. Coolala fencing again. No, Dave did play Turner with Berry Picker, Woodcutter, Educator, right? That was what he did in that game. That's like the first game I watched of Agricola on YouTube. Is that one? Turner Tinsmith 2020. So I would like Reedstone Food, Wood Clay, and Start. I guess Wood Clay and Start is more important at this point. Midlake getting a knockout. Wholesale Agent. Sounds good. Yeah, probably not great to talk about all the counts here, but yes. If no one takes a baggy card, everyone wins. You play Turner every time you can. Yeah, the alternate rules for less experienced Agricola players. If you don't beg, you win. Yeah, Turner Woodbuyer, everyone wins. Tinsmith in 3 years. Wow, where Clay is short. Yep, all 8 resources. Seems correct. Tinsmith is better than it looks. It's great for nerd games. Oh yeah, you need 5 stone. It's written in a different order than they show up on board. For 8F. What? Oh, he ate animals. Okay. AH for 8F. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Stone Carver is interesting. In new 3 years, it can be good. In 3 players, day labor's best space, slightly beating out one food fishing. Interesting take, Rilo. Uh, yes, new 3 years have a food on take a resource, but it's only reed or stone. By 2 hours difference. I forgot if that comment meant anything. I'm sorry. Uh, Wolfie gets bakery and keeps his stuff running. Yeah, yeah. I think Revised did a good job fixing the 3 years. Oh, pottery got taken by Coolala. Makes sense with a soil nutritionist. When did it happen? Oh, like way long ago. That's funny. Oh yes, my streaming schedule. Uh, yeah, 2 hours earlier. Just 2 of the 5 days a week. I learned the game on 3 years playing Sheep Sheriff. Midlake is Renault Joinery. Fair enough. But that means I get the start Ox team, which is going to be pretty nice. And I can just add a guest for laborer. And Midlake slaps, okay. So that's good. We'll get the labor guest. Yeah, it's kind of lucky, but like I think other players had enough other stuff to do. And just with all the cattle in the game, it's a lot easier to do. Coolala plows. Yeah, it's been tough. I haven't been taking enough wood, honestly. And I can consider House Steward now that Midlake declined. Well, no, we'll see what Midlake does with all the clay. Maybe I shouldn't play House Steward here. Midlake did see it, so it makes sense that he's ramping up room capability. Midlake played Clay Exchange, turning a reed to 3 clay. This is a nice spin on lumber. I could just take 4 food here because the what's it called? I don't know what I'm talking about. The reed is gone. I guess I take a veg. And so no, you know, my family's kind of big. I'll just take 4 food. It's kind of like a reed food, which I think I would do here. So and then my last action will be veg or grain. And I'll have a farm. I need to take more wood still. It looks like Wolfie's gonna win if he can get fences up. Is my current estimation. Coolala doing a pretty obvious so here. Paying 2 clay to get extras on both. I would maybe just the grain because the veg can come off by round 13 harvest if he doesn't pay one. Yeah. Wolfie's out of people. Yeah. So if some of you haven't seen this before, you want to have 2 things on your field at the end of stage 4, 3 things on your field at the end of stage 3. And that will get everything off your fields by round 14 at a time you will want to plow sow. Yes, day labor, feed. Not 4. Can't feed 4 at this point in the game, and then I breed. And it's plow sow, which I'm not prepared for because I didn't remember that the guest is doing day labor only. Oh, can you change? To what? Build. Okay with me. What did he take? What goes back? Yeah, I mean, if you get everything off your fields in time, it gets blocked at round 14. But also just getting it done earlier. Okay. Okay. I assume that I didn't have a chance to get it. Uh, yeah. Okay. No distribution. So the 2 pigs. The field is like field warden is there. Plow driver is there. It could slip to Midlake. This plow. No, Coolala would take it. I think my play is the 2 pigs or the 3 wood. This feels bad. Yeah, I don't need that. I'll take the wood. Artist Garden's biggest strength, emptying field stage. Yeah, so like that and watering can and planter box, I put kind of in the same zone of cards that let you sow a lot later than usual, but still get points as if you had sowed multiple times in the game. Coolala not putting an extra badge on because he has Gardener. I could fence again and get 2 more food, slightly solving my issues. I should really try to get to stone, gosh. Yeah, I think watering can is great. Never you see anyone playing and having fun you want to do. Play as well. Yeah, I mean, you should have joined this game, Marushka. I mean, you're having fun, but you could have fun in a different way. Midlake built 2 rooms and 4 stables. Wow. So House Steward's off the team. Cactus Lover off the team. Everyone else probably thinks that Midlake has Cactus. So after Coolala Plowsows, Wolfie's potentially in the tank here. Start player's pretty good for him. Well, yeah, I'm glad you like the streams. I'm glad I can be providing entertainment at a time when so many people could use some entertaining. Wolfie starts with the Reed sale. Yeah, that has also made Basket Maker's Workshop more difficult to play. I probably am supposed to take 2 pigs next if Midlake doesn't. Oh yeah, like the extension makes everything easy. I guess I should have taken the pigs because I didn't see Midlake update the 4 stables, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it might be, but you know, Marushka's definitely go big or go home kind of player. Twitch on Agricola. What are you stroking indeed? Kappa. Leftovers for Coolala. Nice. Oh, yeah, I forgot I passed that to the animal breeder. Yikes. So I had no good choices, right? I passed Ox Team or I passed Leftovers to the animal breeder. I think pretty happy either way. Doe also scores 60 or 40. Yeah, I think I've seen some of that. Gosh, Kulala's done a great job managing the wood this game. Like, this is what wood distributor is supposed to do. Oh, and I can't reno fireplace, meaning I need to reno both of the last rounds. Oh boy. I plow, take a veg. I don't play fireplace here just to play it. That's for sure. I guess I just take veg. My food situation's actually doing pretty fine. Gosh, why are you all playing to be swingy? I mean, scoring 60 is great, but like, I'll take as many games in the 50s as I can, generally. I could still fence here. Fencing is 2 points and 2 food. It means I feel even less pressure to take wood through the rest of the game. I think I just might be happy fencing 7 and filling out the rest of my... or getting my chief down and stuff. Yeah, I think I'll just fence 3 here. accidentally sent. You wish the tournament wouldn't score second places. I think scoring by place is common for tournaments, though. Leftovers for Coolala, by the way. And then a gardener, which we knew about. No field warden yet. You've run tournaments without and it works well. Okay. Because you're a monster. I mean, I feel like I also try to limit people's scoring. Hey, Cowbell's actually doing good. I think this worked out. Fun police, absolutely. Oh gosh, Sid. Yeah, 4-player games, you can't do it as much. Yeah, but Phil, you do it in the wrong direction. Okay, it looks like there are 4 renos to go, and I need 2 of them. Well, there are 4 renovations that are wanted, and there's only 3 reno actions, and I need 2 of them. So my first action needs to be renovate and hope that Coolala doesn't start to reno in round 14. But reno fence for him would be pretty nice. No distribution. Wolfie, I have to imagine fences here. Oh no, he grew without room. Fair enough. Oh, if you're playing 18XX, I'm sure blocking is pretty critical there. Plow sow for Midlake. Let me get in here. Well, I finally got me a fireplace. That was fun. Yeah, I agree with this. A lot of games become de facto 2-player games by the end if you can read the situation correctly. Coolala taking 3 wood. Wolfie fencing 10. Midlake takes reedstone. So I have to take 2 reed and hope Coolala doesn't start? What is going on? I also want the sheep. Wait. No, that's... No, he's... Okay, there's the reedstone food clay. To read here. I'll take 2 sheep or a boar, assuming that not Coolala starts. Because wouldn't Coolala just rather play Field Warden? Yeah, Midlake has 7 stone now. Okay. Right, so that's actually a reed stone, stone, stone food clay spot for Midlake. Very nice move. Coolala grabs 6 clay for the pottery. Seems good. And I think we're safe on this reno. But I can't be sure. Wolfie gets the 2 cows, which are better than 2 sheep for him. That's true, Marishka. Your win rate's pretty darn good. Midlake takes 2 wood. I don't see how I really lose renovation here. I think Coolala's just ignoring Field Warden. Drafting for floor versus drafting for ceiling? Well, I mean, I think you kind of have to read the game economy, right? Like, if there's a bunch of stone cards in the game, you have to play for ceiling. But if you see no food, you see no ace cards, you could play for high floor. But I think actually drafting a way to get both. Well, I think you need a floor before finding a ceiling. So I think drafting for floor generally is better. Because you can draft a ceiling, but if you can't feed yourself, then what's the point of the ceiling? Okay, so do I remember helpful neighbors in the draft? No. Do I remember stone exchange in the draft? No. What else could steal Reno with one action and starting? Not apprenticeship. Uh, so my thoughts are I could take green. I could play chief. Or I could play it safe and start player. If I start with clay exchange, I lose 3 food, but I get to build clay oven on Reno. And I can also make sure Midlake doesn't get a Reno. Because Coolala can take 1 stone. But then am I giving the game to Coolala? I don't think I'm winning regardless. Um, I can just take a green next round. I think I'll just do the safe thing, even though it's not great for me. It is an important Reno for me. Yeah, you kind of really have to know the cards here. Women's game is the second most interesting thing on the stream. Correct. I mean, these are really good conversations. I'm happy that this is a safe space for everyone to have these conversations. Uh, yeah. Coolala did take a stone. So that means I'm Reno Clay Ovening first move. Coolala gets Reno Fences. That's disgusting. Wolfie gets Grow or Plowsow. Midlake gets Plow or just Fences. I think Midlake just has to take wood here. 1 wood. So he can fence it all and get the boar. Unless I'm missing something. Kimball does pull off combos that nobody thought of. Oh, there was a game that I lurked on a few years ago with like Kimball and Joe, and Kimball had the dream. This one you could probably think of, but he had Fence Overseer, Barn, and Racing Stable Manager. That was an epic one. You can assume Food Engine by looking in stage 2. That's a fair assumption. Midlake's going to take a Stone Clay. and breed. This has been a really good cowbell. I think I've said that already. The Kimball dream of midwife basin maker. Oh, you like racing stable more than fence overseer. Interesting. Maybe you're so good at building fences you don't need overseer. I feel like, oh, for auto farm purposes, yeah. Yeah, because of barn. Like, you could just pull out barn. So what happened to stone clay? Fascinating. Midlake eats a ton of animals for foods. Yeah, and I have to reno major here. Oh, you were planning. Coolala was planning on basin maker. Uh, I mean, basin maker for 10 points. That's getting into winning territory. I feel like. Oh man, Coolala's plow sowing. I guess the food is needed. Wow. Or does he have a renovation action in hand? That's true too. Yeah, fences are easy to make up fast. Forgot family growth. Wait, what's the guest for? Oh, guest room. Yep, that's very true. Midlake taking wood. Wow. Oh. I forgot to take this into account. Okay. So Coolala and Midlake are both getting greedy. I mean, oh, Midlake could have mansion, yeah. He's 2 reed, 1 stone away. Oh, and he slapdashes. That's too bad. I guess I take the 2 pigs. Eat 2 sheep. I wonder if that lets Midlake win. Reed has gotten to 2, but like it's never gotten to 3. Yeah, bad, whatever, excuses, blah. Marushka, I don't think anyone can complain about your gameplay. Your gameplay is pretty high quality. Yeah, Kulala's field warden's unemployed. Pretty funny. Wolfie gets a huge so. Toolden usually complains. You don't play boring Agricola. Have you pointed out Toolden's catalog of solo games? Talking about boring. Okay. Plow is still here. Grain is... Oh, I need to do Chief. I don't have enough actions. Grain or Plow are both 2 points for me. Grain has like no chance of being taken, so I'll be fine there. Oh, if Payne streamed and like talked out his thought process, that would be absolutely fascinating. That would be absolutely fascinating. What is that one? Oh, that's the Basin Maker one. Cool. 345298. I probably. Whoa! Look what I did. This is Wolfie's final farm of Basin Maker Extravaganza. All right. And how did I make that happen? I went to a games record and I clicked Final Farms, and they all changed to that. Okay. And now everything reset. Controls refresh all. Uh-oh. So that's everyone else's, but now I'm looking at a Fiscus farm instead of my... Oh my god. This is bad. Re-enter game. Okay. And then a grain here. Nope. All right, so I think I'm in like the low 40s here. This was not an amazing game, but I don't really see much I could have done better. I don't know if I can blame going fourth in this one, but it felt like I could have done better. I don't think I misstepped much, but it's just like things were tough. Oh, and I have a point on Bog here. Cards are weak. My cards aren't great. If you do not slap, you'll take fence. Yeah, I just hope you... And field warden, then... Yeah, I didn't really leverage my cards great. This is... Oh, 48 for Wolfie. 42 for me. 49 for Coolala. I mean, the stuff I did didn't feel wrong. I could have maybe tried to prioritize first room a bit more, but Coolala was so fast on it. Yeah, so that's not the finest game, but this happens. We knew we didn't have a feeding plan, didn't find a feeding plan. Midlake playing a milking bucket late here. And I played a chief, if anyone missed it. Yeah, other players did take fewer food actions than me. Yeah, so this is a nice last place here. Seat position relative to first growth. Possibly not in control. My data mining needs to do a lot more to figure out who grew first. But and then how would you count something like guest room? Would that count as first growth? So I think it's finding first growth is actually a pretty tough thing to mine out of data. That's Coolala. Yeah, it's 42. Something 43, maybe 45 at most after breeding. Maybe. Okay, I'm not seeing enough to catch 49, but it could be like 47. What I hate is when you build a room in round 4 and family growth comes 7-7. Yeah, I always hate it when I have to build a room round 4. My goal is always room round 5. Still often do well in those games. Depends on minors. Tournament game incoming. I saw you were looking for one, Marushka. I don't really want to play you in a tournament game. But I don't know how many tournament games will actually get played in Stage 2 here. I'll be casting all of my games that I can from the tournament. Nobody's around, that's true. You kind of need Pain to be around. Pain's always willing. Yeah. All right. So thank you all for watching. Oh, we got 13 of us in chat according to my thing here. Thanks all for watching, hanging out. It's been really fun. Hope you all have an excellent weekend for whatever the term weekend is worth these days. I'll be back on Monday, 2 hours earlier than what I've been doing for Monday, Wednesdays. Subscribe to me on YouTube if you haven't already to get thumbnail versions of these videos. And yeah, take care, everyone. And thank you, Sid, for all the gifted subs. That is absolutely amazing. I am doing yesterday's game for Game of the Week, almost certainly. Not the Sevash. I don't think Sevash was in yesterday's game. Yeah. Resource lender exposed. That's definitely topic of the week. All right. See you, everyone.